Hello, hi, assalamualaikum, and good evening. So I managed to do some of the slide for the quiz answer. So let's go through. So as usual, the maximum video limit is 5 minutes. So I maybe do part by part. Okay, as usual, let's look on the point option. Okay, for the first question, assume A equals to 5, B equals to 2, C equals to 4 and D equals to 3, and find the set of pure and mixed Nash equilibria. So in this quiz, I will accept answer if you just give me pure or you give me together pure and mixed. But the main things that I want to see in this question is only on pure. Okay, so let's already convert that matrix accordingly. So 3 1 8 3 0 4 1b 2 0 1 1 c3 4 1 and 2d. Now I substitute the value that given in the question for question A. Then after that, after I got this one, before going for solve using pure matrix or using Nash equilibrium, I just using dominate strategy, which I know that the M is always dominated by B. If you see the value 4 is more than 1, 4 is more than 2, and 2 is more than 1. And same goes for the player B, because uh, 4 is more than 3, 1 is more than 0, and 3 more than 1. If you look here, we already managed to reduce the matrix from 3 by 3 to 2 by 2. So next, when we have 2 by 2, we also can see they also have a what we call also have the dominated strategy, where we can see that the first one, R is dominated by T, where 4 is more than 3, 2 is more than 0, and player B, L is dominated by R, where 4 is more than 1 and 3 is more than 2. Finally, we can see that the only Nash equilibrium that exists here is B and R. Sorry, it's supposed to be B, yeah? B and R, which 2 and 3. So this is the pure matrix. Some of you already also managed to find me the the mixed strategy. So good. Some of them get a very good answer. So for next question, for what values A, B, C, and D does the game have a strictly dominant strategy equilibrium? Do remember, for here they want to know what is the strictly dominant strategy, what the value. So here what we should do, we just compare the value. Example, 3 is more than 1. 1 is, we don't know about C, correct or not? And we need to remember that the A value should be more than 3 in order to be a dominant strategy. B always need to be a dominant strategy. Same goes for A. A should less or equals to 4, because we want to make sure this B being a dominant strategy for the whole matrix. And finally, D also should be more than 4. So if we look here, that's why we get A should be less than 4, because we take this value. B should less than 1, because we want to compare the value, because the value, the maximum value here is 1. So that's why we want to compare, make sure it's less than 1. C should be more than 3. Why should be more than 3? Because we already have 4 here. We already have the maximum number is 4. So C should be 3. And finally D should be more than 2, because here we already have 2. So that's quite easy and quite easy peasy. Okay, so let's look on the third question. On third question, for what values A, B, C, if any, does the game have a mixed strategy equilibrium in which player 1 plays only T and M with positive probability? Do remember positive probability, and player 2 plays only L and R. So for solve this question, first of all, we convert this whole equation. We will look it on part 2. Thank you.